Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Shogun 2 Fall of the Samurai with Scramble for the Far East mod. Last time around we ended off on a bit of a sour note because all my generals and the leading family were all assassinated. I mean, the faction leader and his heir was assassinated in the same turn. Which kind of really, you know, dampened the entire thing on the campaign. And I went to bed and I was like, damn, how... So I decided to go ahead and roll back. Not that many turns, in fact, but a few turns. And redo it. Redouble my efforts in terms of counter-assassin work. And also make sure that I'm able to... spirit away my faction leader and heir. Now the funny thing is, my faction leader actually got another attempt on his life by an assassin, and he got wounded, which sent him back to safety like that. But the faction heir is currently aboard my most powerful fleet up here and is on his way back. I've decided to keep the generals in the area just because it was so much harder not having them here, since a army in the field that doesn't have a general does not receive reinforcements, meaning that we wouldn't be able to resupply. And also when we finally do resupply within towns and so on, the resupply rate is really low. Since I'm expecting to lose generals going forward, even though I've really stepped up the assassin game, I am going to go ahead and research some technologies that are going to work towards this. So I believe there are... so these two really. Military logistics adds 4%, which would push me up to a pretty decent rate, actually. Comparable to 3-star generals. And then this one adds it to 8%. So going through those two, I wouldn't need generals to do it. Currently, I'm doing this little Monopoly Man post-capitalism, which reduces administration by 16%, which is a lot. And then 16% bonus to tax, and then 2+ economic growth. So really good. And I really need that because my economy is fluctuating heavily, since I'm not really able to protect my port as much as I would like. I am repairing it right now. My main fleet, as it comes back, it will get rid of the Prussians. And I am building more of these ironclads to deal with them. I'm hoping, as I'm upgrading military ports, that I will be able to get even more of them, especially the ones that are able to fire explosive and armor-piercing shell. So anyways, with all of that said, we're roughly at the same position we left off in. There's some Prussians here left, but no major incursion, and they've kind of been stalled here. My assassins, pretty high level. This guy is a 3-star and this one's 2, but they've been able to assassinate everyone that comes in our way. And we've got 2 generals. It's Boris, and then it's Steven Bianco moving north here to Fukushima. So that's good there. Then if we go south, we've got Dmitri, which is one of the older generals. He's a 3-star, almost at 4, really good general. He is on his way to attack Musashi after another failed attack by the Americans on this castle of Shimosa. The funny thing is, the Americans brought tons of artillery, as you might tell here. Tons of these 6-pounder field cannons. But that's not all they brought. So you can see here they've actually got here 12-pounder howitzer. and they did have 3 of them. So I actually were able to capture 2 of these howitzers. They're different actually. 12-pounder Napoleon gun howitzer and a field howitzer. The only thing really that's changed in between them is the upkeep. Otherwise the stats seem to be the same, so I'm not entirely sure what the big difference is. But having a howitzer is definitely going to speed up the process of sieging out castles. Taking their capital. This isn't actually their capital. Where is the American capital? Shimoda. It's all the way over here. I was thinking it was Musashi just because that's a victory province. It will be really important to take out the home provinces of the Americans and the Prussians, because then they can't recruit any guard units, which will just disintegrate the enemy armies. With that said, we're going to go ahead and end turn, and we're going to see if the Americans attack Dmitry here at the bridge, or if I'm allowed to march all the way up to Fukushima and then attack towards the Prussian capital. Since the last turn, or the last video ended off, I was able to actually scout the area, and they've got tons of armies actually stationed there. So it's definitely going to be a heavy fight to get through there. It's at least 3 or 4 full stacks. So there's a lot of Prussians. But yeah, let's go ahead and end turn and see if the enemy's got anything in store for me. Hopefully not assassins. The Americans decide to sally forth out of Musashi and attack us. They bring an army of 2,784 men against our 3,000. They do bring these howitzer gun and a very skilled army, as you can see. Very high rank. It says XP rank 2, but that can't be right, can it? I guess it is. I guess the symbol looks like it would be for a higher rank than 2. But that is okay. So it's only 2, but it's for every single unit here. And there's a lot of Montgomery Guards, spam of Montgomery Guards, rifles. So it's still pretty good army. Might be a fight. I was hoping for a drop-in, possibly a drop-in battle, because we might have figured out what the problem was, and it would be interesting to kind of put that into campaign to actually be playing a human opponent for one of the battles. But it's not for this one, but we'll keep that in mind as we go forward. Chaplain Gordon Chaplain, it's time for you to get defeated and open up the road to Musashi. It's a river crossing map, and there's 2 points of crossing. It's this bridge over here, and then this shallow area right over here where they can cross. We're hoping to block both of them. I've split the cannons off, so we've got 2 cannons, or 2 batteries situated on this side, ready to take on anyone that crosses the bridge here. And we've placed the other 2 over here to fire towards the other crossing. I'm gonna be careful, maybe not to... First of all, the mortar, now I realize, kind of needs to be behind the cover. We might go ahead. I'll probably send forward some troops to block the crossing initially, just to keep them with a mortar fire for a bit, and then pull back. So we'll send forward quite a few of these. Also note that you do have this sort of, which in the normal game would be bamboo walls and the screens, but I've actually turned into similar obstacles that you have in Empire Napoleon. Just that, of course, within the mod you have... I'm not entirely sure the big difference in between the 2. This one actually covers more, doesn't it? Then I should have that for everyone, since the wall kind of covers more. It could be though that the one that isn't a wall, that you could actually have more units firing over it. This one seems a little bit higher, I'm not sure. Anyways, let's go ahead and start the battle, shall we?
Today, sir, we defend.
Okay, so a few Americans actually start on this side of the river. They massed as many as they could on this side of the river. Then we will not be charging forwards to attack them. We'll be waiting for them to come to us and punish them as they move. So far these batteries have nothing to fire at. I think... oh, it's indestructible. I'm pretty sure I've destroyed some bridges like this, but that might have been in custom maps where there's bigger bridges. Oh, there's a lot of Americans crossing over here. They're not gonna go for the bridge. Which is clever, because the bridge is god-awful to cross at. But that means that we kinda need to switch position of a lot of these troops on this side. It doesn't look like they're gonna fan out and try to attack us on that side, so it's mostly that we need to cover over here. Put the general down here. We'll put the Cossacks then. You know what? The Americans might very well, once they're defeated, which I think I will be able to defeat them, once they're defeated, they'll have to retreat back across the river. Hopefully, if they're... I mean, if they're clever, that's the way I would retreat anyways. I'm gonna need my general over here to support my men. Also keep bombarding these. Not going that great and there's one unit coming over. It's the riflemen that are being moved over there. Oh, I think the cavalry might actually hit us. Also, let's toggle guard mode. General is over here, ready to support the infantry. Oh, okay, the higher wall seems to actually be... I'm hoping that's enemy fire that's being blocked, but I kinda doubt that. I think that's our fire that's being blocked. Oh, this unit's about to fall. It needs support. Where did this rifleman go? Are they going way far away? Okay, the American cavalry is faltering on the lines here. However, the American infantry is getting really close over here. I'm gonna support my units. Oh, they're trying to charge in, are they? Let's get the cannons up here. Get the musketeers in. Canister, I want my cavalry. Or maybe not just yet, since there's a unit guarding them. There's a lot of fire going down here. And the Americans are trying to bayonet charge and take over this position right here. I just want to block so I can set up the cannons. Oh, this unit's not too happy. The general's going to move over to support that area. Cannons ready to deploy. And I'm going to reposition the troops then, so that we have an opening for the cannons to fire out of. General supporting, making sure that these guys hold. Cannons not doing too hot over there. We might lose one of the cannon units. Oh, there's an American unit that's gone into the line and they're actually breaking the center. As soon as you guys are ready to fire canister... Damn. I didn't think the Americans would be able to bloody well bayonet charge their way through. So they've broken 2 units here in the center. I'm gonna tell the mortar to retreat. I want to make sure that this guy holds. And I'm gonna be forced to send in the cavalry, even though I think it's a little bit too soon. Are you even firing? Reorganize the troops over here to be facing the American troops. The general back. I think my walls are actually not working that well for me. I think they're actually blocking more of my shots coming out from the units. I should have chosen the other ones and not these ones that I did choose. We're gonna go ahead and counter-charge over here, and I'm gonna move this unit up through the cannons. Cavalry will be pulled back just slightly here. Keep up the canister down upon the enemy. Looks good. It's a big fight over here. I'm gonna move. Got my general close. He can go ahead and shoot them with his revolvers. Okay, the Americans are kind of faltering at this point a little bit. From the counter charge.
Your men are running,
Who's
sir.
running now? I'm not seeing anyone running. This unit might not do too well as it's now being attacked in the flank. Oh no, that one! By the rifles, damn. I completely missed that. General to support. I throw these guys in. That means that the and now they're shooting at my cannons, are they? The bloody rifles. We need to I need to get those rifles, but I also need to break these guys over here. I think I can reman one of the cannon. And then I'm gonna move you to open up with this cannon to be able to fire. And then we're gonna send the Cossacks in to attack over here and ride the enemy down. Oh, they did a complete about face. But unfortunately for them, they weren't loaded. And so my Cossacks ride through. I will order them to ride completely through. Set canister going that way. And then retreat the Cossacks. Tell the cannons to fire the canister this way now. Get this unit as close up here as possible so it can fire over the side of the wall. Oh, the rifles are going over the bridge. That's the perfect time to charge them. I'm gonna see if I can get these guys around. Can I get them around the corner? Oh, slowly but surely now we are winning. But that's a good lesson that it wasn't in a more devastating battle. Are you even firing? No, these guys are, well, currently not firing, they're reloading. The rifles are on the bridge. I'm gonna ride them down. Hold fire with the canister right now. Same for you. Oh, there's still a unit here. I did not notice that. Oh, and there's still a unit over here. I did not notice that either. I'll push my infantry units forward to get these Americans. I'm gonna set up General to fire down through there. Cavalry's in position. I'm ordering them to charge the bridge and get those rifles. We haven't won here yet. There's a lot of Americans there, actually. But I think with my general now set up in the flank, being able to level pistol fire into the side of these, I think we might very well change the outcome of that. And as I move my infantry units into better and better positions, as going against the rifles, not actually spectacularly good. I'm gonna pull them back, hopefully drag the enemy out. The enemy general here, he's actually surviving and is making it out of here. Gordon, this unit has rallied as well and is almost breaking this unit over here. See if you can go ahead and... Damn, the Montgomery Guard really do stand, don't they? But so do my units. A lot of them anyways. Oh, now I'm gonna get you stupid rifles. This battle turned out a lot bloodier than I thought. I don't think I'll be able to follow up and actually siege Musashi from this. Which is a little bit annoying.
Your victory is close, sir.
But here we see really the difference it makes if you have a general or not. So a lot of the armies we've fought against didn't have generals. This one did. Now he, of course, rode away, but he was able to inspire his army, plus all those... I mean, they did have a lot of elite units as well. So that has to be factored in. And there we have it. We were victorious, but at a heavy cost. And given that it's we're about halfway through autumn, we're probably not going to be able to push Musashi this year. We'll have to wait until the next one to come back. I'm hoping I'll reach Oh, damn, I didn't think about that. Will I be able to reach Fukushima in time? Before winter? Because that's actually worse. Thing is, I'm already kind of halfway, so you know what? Let's go to the campaign map and take a look at what the situation there really is like. And here's the result of the battle. It's probably the highest casualties I've had, I think. Not entirely sure. We lost half our force. The Americans lost more because there's only 500 left out of their almost 3,000 men, but we did lose a significant amount of troops. Luckily for me, no unit was destroyed, especially this cannon. But a lot of units suffered heavy casualties. Don Cossacks up in the top, as usual. Bodyguard actually managed to get 157. And we got guard unit. Interesting here how, compared to say Napoleon, where artillery always end up in the top, you don't see that here. As it is the enemy turns, we're gonna let it roll through, and there might be more battles to fight. Damn, someone got assassinated still with all my precautions. Oh, I should have actually checked who. Assassins detected. So my courtesan here was almost killed by Karl. Who was killed? I'm afraid it's my general, isn't it? No, it wasn't my general. It was... What did I have here? What am I missing? Let's see. So all my 3 assassins are there. A courtesan is missing. I think that's what got killed. Well, that's good still. Yeah, we won't be able to push on Musashi. The enemy general, did he survive the battle? Oh, even with only just him riding away, he actually did survive. We're gonna be forced to pull back and replenish before we try to go at this again. It's good though that Mervyn showed his face, because that means that I can find him and assassinate him. At a 79% chance, it seems assured that Mervyn will die, which is good. Here's another one that needs to die. I wonder, maybe I can send my 87%. That's good. Also, I'm sending down my really high level courtesan because I'm hoping to actually turn Gordon over to my side. I'm gonna be needing generals, so I'm gonna be stealing the enemy ones. Looks like the Prussians are gearing up for an attack on this castle. Don't think it's gonna work out too well for them. But the key question is, we've got 3 turns left of autumn. It would be, I would just about make it. I would just about make it to this castle. It's a very big castle with a lot of garrison. But as long as it wouldn't, as it would get reinforcement, I should be able to get it. And we could go into winter quarters there. As I am not able to reach Karl, the assassin, I'm gonna embed the general, or the my assassins in the armies to add to the protection of the general. Hopefully Karl though is some kind of he seems to some kind of incel, since he's going after the courtesan rather than the important targets like generals. I shouldn't say that because I'm jinxing it. I tried to bombard these, but I realized that the fleet I had organized for that was just the little fleet that I had to just place my generals in. So wasn't much ado there. I should really take this army, take them out and move and crush these, just so it opens up the road towards Musashi. I don't think we'll be, you know, I've kind of overrun the time on a lot of these episodes, so I think we'll end it here. For the next one, I'm hoping to be ready to attack, or I should have taken Fukushima, and hopefully I'll be ready to get another crack at Musashi, and we'll have hopefully maybe 2 battles, one at an army in Musashi, or at least one up here, I'm sure, against the Prussians. But with that said, I'm gonna end it right here. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.
Sir, your general is under attack!